Hey everyone, welcome back. Today's video is going to be a simple eye tutorial using the new e.l.f. New Classic palette. So this is a very neutral palette. It's very, very pretty. It's for someone on the go, a neutral lover's dream, which is mine. I think it's like a 50% dupe for the Natasha Denona Biba palette. If you're interested in that, I would just save the money and pick this one up because it's pretty close of a dupe. And I'm going to be reviewing a new foundation for you. It is the amazing Cosmetics Smooth Cream Concealer and Foundation. So it comes in a tube, open it up, and that's where the foundation comes out of. And in this cap, it flips up with a mirror, and it has the concealer. I can already tell the concealer is going to be too dark for me. Just keep that in mind. There's only 5 shades, and it's $36. Is it going to be worth your money? So here are the claims. It says, our signature amazing concealer foundation dramatically improves skin health as it perfects. Essential vitamins and minerals nourish the skin for visibly improved tone and increased radiance, while performance peptides help to stimulate collagen production and protect skin from free radicals. Ultra light formula infused moisture lock technology feels like a tinted moisturizer and helps to keep skin hydrated 24/7. So it says you can start out with a little product for medium and build up to full using your hands, a brush, or a sponge, obviously, because it's foundation, right? So amazingly, I'm going to be doing the complexion first, but I'm going to prime my eyes with the Ulta Matte Eye Primer because when doing so, and just a little bit, when doing this, it dries down to a complete finish of dry. It doesn't need to be set. And so that was a mistake I made. I let it dry down earlier when filming a different video this morning. So I'm going to be doing the complexion. And I need a little bit of radiance in my life, so I'm going to go in with the Ulla Henriksen Banana Bright Primer. Now, I'm not using this as like a pore filler or a real primer. I just need some moisture in my life right now and a little bit of radiance. I don't know what that is. Ouch. Little bit of radiance here. And this just gives us some radiance and gives us some skin benefits. I did apply my SPF already. And if you're new here, my favorite is the Sunbum UVA UVB 50 Clear SPF Zinc Oxide. Wow. I'm going to use the Revlon Pore Filler. It's the Photo Ready Pore Filler. And that is very well loved by me. So I'm just going to push this into the skin. My gosh, it's sweltering down here. So I got the shade medium beige. So let's try this out. I'm going to squirt, oh, okay, so it's pretty liquidy. It just kind of plopped out. And I'm just going to apply that over my face. I don't want like a ton of coverage. We'll see how this does. Going in with my e.l.f. complexion sponge. This is the best sponge I have found. I had it before and then I just got it again at the drugstore because I've seen every single YouTuber talking about it again. So of course I can't find mine, so I had to pick up a new one. So already I feel like this is already full coverage. And it's a really nice finish. It's super lightweight. It's dewy, definitely a little bit radiant. I would say this is definitely a satin finish. But yeah, I don't think I need any more than that. I'm not trying to go all crazy with coverage today. I can just use concealer, and this is obviously a blemish and texture, so it's not going to cover that, but it covered the blemish, but just not the texture. It doesn't enhance texture is what I'm trying to say, and it looks really, really nice. I like the, I love that luminosity, and it did cover some of that texture there, and overall it gave a really nice looking finish. I'm into it. Don't worry guys, we'll be doing brows soon. I'm not going to use that concealer in there because it's exactly the same tone as that foundation and I need something a little bit brighter. So I'm pulling out my dirty Coverfx Power Play. This is a clean brand at Sephora concealer, and I'm in P medium 1. So it kind of looks weird. It's got like this ball at the end, but a ton of product comes off. So I just sort of dot this where I want it. It's pretty full coverage. So I wouldn't say you need like those huge triangles or anything like that. You can blend this in with a brush, but I just choose to use a sponge. I'm just used to it. And this is full coverage. Like I said, they have quite a range of shades in this concealer and foundation. I think they have 40 plus shades. So yeah, this is definitely brightening, which is what I needed. So I will blend this out. And the finish is just like a nice satin finish. It's not too dewy. It's not crepey at all. It's not drying. Some people with dry skin say that it's drying, but if moisturized properly prior to going in with this concealer, it really is not drying. So it's ideal for all skin types. You just have to learn to moisturize the under eye area really well before going in with a more mattifying concealer, but in my opinion, this is not matte. I don't know. I don't even think you need to set this concealer, but definitely going to need to set the foundation. I mean, it is extremely tacky. How about bringing it back old school to the e.l.f. under eye setting powder in the cube? I love this powder. I can't get over it. It comes out white. It's so cute. And I'm just going to use this Sephora Pro Angled number 57 brush because I'm going to do what's called target powdering. So I'm only going to powder in the areas that I need to where I set my concealer. Okay? I am the old school YouTuber, I suppose you could say. Meaning I do tutorials, get ready with me, and I'm teaching as I'm going. That I don't really cut a lot of stuff out for a reason. I want you guys to get the process, see how long it actually takes to get ready. So I'm target powdering right now. And we don't need a whole lot of this. Sets everything down so nicely. Gives a blurring effect, and I love that about this powder. For our face powder, my favorite is the Covergirl face powder, and I said that before, and I can never find things when I need them. All right, taking the IT Cosmetics brush, it's I love Beauty Fully, and my Covergirl Vitalist Healthy Powder. And I'm just going to powder down the rest of my face, and this is going to add a little more coverage and set this down so that the bronzer and the blush we're going to use today is going to go on with ease and no problems. I love this stuff. I compare it to the MAC Mineralized Skin Finish. It's that good. It's so soft, so buttery, and I highly recommend. It does, and it keeps that sheen going on the face still after it's powdered. So that I appreciate about that powder. I really do. I just adore that powder. For brows, let's get into brows. I'm going to use my Sigma pencil in dark, and I'm just going to brush through the brow where I want the shape to be. As you guys can tell, I have literally no brows whatsoever. So it's tough for me, you know, because I tint them myself, and since underneath my brow there's skin, it's not hair, the tint only tints hair, not the skin. So regardless, I still have the same problem. So that's why I always go forward and back when filling in my brows, because that really gets all of the hair underneath the skin underneath, and so we don't have any bald spots. I really do love and adore this pencil. I love how it makes the shape of my brows look. The color is divine. I think it's really wonderful. Very good investment for me. Yeah, I love that. Now that I've let it sit a little bit, I'm looking at it and it's almost a little see-through in some areas. And it's got kind of a weird texture. And even though I set it with powder, it's like the powder doesn't want to stick to my face and mattify it. So I'm gonna have to powder this even more. I'm not sure about this. I used a sponge and I thought it looked good, and then I looked up close because I was looking because I was looking in this camera, and I'm looking up close and it's kind of see-through in some areas, like it didn't want to stick to my skin. So, and it's not as full coverage as I thought. It's pretty, I mean, it's like medium coverage. I suppose I wonder how it would perform if I used a brush. Probably would leave brush strokes. I don't know, I'm just assuming. Let's dive into the e.l.f. Classics palette, okay? This video will be long. I hope you like it. I'm going to just put this color here called Glamour. I'm going to put that all over my eye for a nice sheen. Nothing too crazy with this palette. It's a neutral palette. I want to keep it that way. So just kind of throwing this all over the lid. Nothing too precise. I'll take the shade Truffle right here with just any blending brush and run that through the crease and, you know, just kind of haphazardly blending. So these colors are pigmented. This is by far my favorite e.l.f. palette they've brought out. Some of them are either you like them or you hate them, you know, but this one seems to be appropriate and very forgiving. I like the colors in it. They blend really well. It acts like a high-end palette, really. Almost like that Natasha Denona Biba palette. So, just kind of run that like that. Then I'm going to take a little bit of, let's see. I don't know what I want to do. I forgot to set my brows too. We'll have to do that. Going to take a little bit of Muse here. That does not want to cling to this brush. I'm obviously using the wrong brush for this, but just going to add a little bit of depth there on the outer corner. Yeah, this video is going to be kind of long. Oh well. You don't have to watch it. And guys, thumbs down. That doesn't impact the channel. And it doesn't bother me at all. Just letting you know. I like this. I think I'm using the wrong brush for this outer corner. I usually use this brush here, this Real Techniques brush. So going back into Muse, and we'll try to build this up. I mean, it's pretty. I shouldn't be doing so much with it. I should be doing such a simple look, but all my looks are the same. Nobody said that to me yet, though. Honestly, there's a thunderstorm going on outside, and I absolutely love thunderstorms. Who else? Anybody else love thunderstorms? My dogs like them too. Just kind of throwing that out there on the outer crease. And I'm going to take Cosmo down here. Just run that on the inner third. It's like a pinky color. It's really, really pretty. Then I will take a brush, a flatter brush, and dive into this creme color just to brighten up our brow bone just a little bit. Nothing too crazy, and it'll also blend the shadow if you've taken it too high. And I just kind of want to put this black cherry on the outer corner almost. I don't know if this is going to be a mistake. No, not really. It seems to be fine. It's looking a little patchy, must say. Have to blend this out. So if you hear thunder, ooh, I hear it. It's a beautiful sound though. What do you guys tell your kids when there's thunder and lightning and they are afraid? That God is bowling? That's what I say. I kind of just want to take this platinum and put it all over everything. I don't know why I'm layering so many shimmers, but it just is calling to me. It's a very pretty, silvery, nice shade. So we ended up with a silvery, smoky eye. And we're going to do the lower lash line. I'm just going to take something simple. Very simple. I don't want to complicate things anymore. I'm trying to find the right brush. It's like all my brushes disappear when I need them most. I'll just use this flat one. I'm going to take a little bit of earth right here and just run that right along the lower lash line. Really simple. If you use the pencil brush, it would be closer to the lash line, I suppose. I'm just going to throw on some mascara and set my brows with the e.l.f. Wow Brow, and I will be right back. I use the Hourglass Caution Mascara. I really like it. Let's go into the Sephora Costa Rica Bronzing Powder. Just has a mirror, looks like this. I've had this for a while. It's a glowy bronzer, so it's one of my favorites for summer. And I got a new one recently, but this is not it. This is a dark bronzer. Really like dark bronzers. That this is very smooth, super pigmented. Sephora brand is severely underrated. They've got a great foundation that I'm absolutely in love with. It's in the glass bottle. It's my very favorite, and nobody ever talks about that. I think I've said something in the past about that, and I will use it on my channel one day. Or maybe I did use it. I don't remember. Refresh my memory if anyone knows. But I'm just going to put a little under the lip. It's a trick to make it look a little more full. And I will take the powder brush if it seems too intense, which I think it does, and just kind of clean it up. Like that. I think that's really pretty. For blush, I want to go in with, it's a Lancome blush, it's small. Lancome Blush Subtle, Blushing Tresor. So look how teeny tiny that is, like how cute. I just wanted to use it, okay? And this is also a shimmery blush, but I wanted to see how pretty and luminous this was. So yeah, this is beautiful. Can you see that luminosity? Let's pull it back a little bit. It's leaving a highlighted effect. So if you wear this blush, you don't necessarily have to wear highlight if you don't want to. But for today, I'm going to be using, I either want to use this Pixie highlight or this Covergirl trio. I think I'm going to stick to the Pixie. I haven't used it on my channel yet. This is the Duo in Subtle Sunrise. This shade is a dupe for the Amrezy highlight. So there's two shades. One is a little more pinky and this one's more golden. And these are the softest. They're almost like cream to powder form of a highlight that you can possibly get. So just be careful and keep that in mind. I'm going to use the dupe side for Amrezy. And just look how pigmented that is. These are about $15 at the drugstore. Target only, I believe, where I live anyway. Target. I'm going to use that for my inner corner as well. And the brow bone. I just think it's so pretty. Kind of effortless. It just looks, I don't know, put together. It's very powerful, but it's not too much. And that was only like one swipe. So I'm going to use a mattifying primer, setting spray, and I'm going to be using my favorite. Again, it's the Lasting Fix from Maybelline. And I'm going in with a new Hudabeauty lipstick that I had in my collection and couldn't find, and now can find. So it's always something. Alright, so I lined my lips with the NYX Nude Suede shoes and going in with the Hudabeauty matte lipstick in Interview. And it just looks like this. It looks very pretty. Who hears the thunder? I think that's a really beautiful color. So there you have it, guys. This is my look and thoughts on the foundation. Skip it. Not worth it. $36, 5 shades. You're going to have a hard time finding the shade. It's not worth it. It's still really sticky and tacky, even though I set it with powder like, what, 2 times very heavily. And it's still patchy in certain areas. I don't know. It just is see-through in some areas. It just doesn't look the most flattering on my skin. My skin looks, now that I see it, more textured in areas. It just doesn't, it's not flattering. So I would skip over that. It's a new foundation that just came out. So I would save your money. Even if you're oily or whatever, it's just, it doesn't sit well on the skin. It's kind of difficult to blend out. It leaves areas bare and then too saturated, and I don't know. Just my feelings on it are just like blah. Like, no, I don't want it in my life. It's like tossed. I'm done. I'm done with it. I hope you guys enjoyed this really simple look. Get ready with me, tutorial style kind of look. If you like it, give it a thumbs up so that I know you like it, and I'll be sure to do more of those. Subscribe if you're not already, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.